Hello and welcome to GBR. You find us today racing with the guys from the MRC in the GTTCC Season 21. This is the Elite guys, round 2, race 2, and you find us today at Trial Mountain. This is a reverse grid from Sargdegner. So Golden Brownie will start on pole. Obviously be all in the GTR for this one. Bazza with his sticky stick. Has he got enough stickers? There's still a bit of blue on there, Rick. So let's get time to work and get some more on there. He will start in second place. In third place we have Jahinio in a knockback livery on his GTR in third. In fourth place we'll have Mark for Team Pepsi and British Heart Foundation. In fifth we have Ginge for Cancer Research and Golf. In sixth place we have Crow for Macmillan and Samsung. In seventh we have Staffy. Unfortunate for Staffy in the first race to lose out on that win with just a couple of laps to go, but he'll start on 7th place. And ADG will start in 8th, but we'll see how this one goes. He's racing for Help for Heroes and LG. So yeah, only 8 for this one again. But yeah, we get these guys underway for another half an hour here at Trial Mountain. We've got 5 lights and away we go. Everyone seems to get a good launch off the line there. Bazza seems to get a better one than Golden Brownie as we're coming down towards turn 1. They are side by side, so Golden's going to have to give him room. Little tap there from Jahinio sent Golden a little bit deep there through the left-hander and then across the right-hander, but Jahinio up to first place there. Mark up into third, battling with Bazza there actually, for third and fourth. That's because Golden's dropped down. Crow up to fourth place. Everyone's all over, not knowing where they are at the moment, going side by side through this first sector. But Golden's had an absolute shocker. He's down to 5th place at the moment. ADG and Staffy going side by side as they're coming through the tunnel onto the back straight. Looks like Staffy's going to keep ahead of ADG, but Jahinio there, he's got Bazza right behind him as they're coming down this back straight. Yeah, he's gone for a split tyre strategy, has Jahinio, mediums and softs, but Bazza's been able to pull alongside using that slipstream. He's going to go into first place is Bazza around the hairpin here at the end of the back straight, so he's now going to be into first place. He's going to have to defend from Jahinio as we're coming up through this Eshes section. Mark there third, Crow there in fourth, Golden in 5th place. He's now settled down into 5th. Ginge there in 6th. Staffy and ADG, just a little bit of a gap between them and Ginge in 6th place, but I say it's only the first lap and it could just be anything. Little bump here and there and open up that gap, but as we're coming through the final chicane here, Bazza looks like he's going to lead across the line. Oh, that was close for Bazza. Is that going to be a half second? I don't know if it was, but that's allowed Jahinio just got a better drive coming out of that last corner as we're coming across the line. Bazza just crosses the line in first place, just changed as they went over. So Jahinio there, he's going to slip into first place. Bazza thinks better of it and slips back into second. Crow there in third place. He's done well to get up to third so far. He started in 6th. Did he start 6th? Yes. Yeah, Crow started in 6th place, so up 3 places already for Crow. Mark there in 4th place, hanging on to the rear end of these guys. Ginger's got past Golden Brownie probably through the first sector, but yeah, Golden Brownie down to 6th. I'm just looking at tyres. ADG, he's on the soft, so he should be able to work his way up through the field fairly quickly. Obviously, I think he's just stuck behind Staffy at the moment. I think most people, Crow and Eugenio mediums at front, softs at the rear, same as Mark. Most other people are on the mediums, and it's only AGG that's gone for softs all the way round. Eugenio keeping Bazza behind him this time round through the hairpin at the end of that straight. Bazza just right on the rear end of Eugenio, just can't seem to find a way past, and when he did, obviously Eugenio just kind of like powered his way back past down and he start finish straight. But Crow there in third, having a look at the rear end of the stickered up Bazza in front of him, probably getting distracted of just having a little read as he's going around. Let's have a look from the front of the car. You see all them stickers, it's looking a bit like a NASCAR. The old the green one from Cars. All the stickers that he can get on there, he will. Mark there in fourth. He's just dropped off a little bit, and Ginge is now right up behind him as we're coming across the line. Will Ginge go for the move up the inside of turn 1? No, he thinks better of it and backs out. Just has a little lift as we're coming into turn 1. Just slips in back behind Mark. But Ginge has set the fastest lap of the race at the moment at 2:03.5. So got some pace, has Ginge. What was Eugenio's lap time? 2:04.2. So yeah, the front, what we're looking at, front 6. Ooh, within probably a couple of seconds of each other. Yeah, about 2 or 3 seconds between the first 6. Staffy there, he's still keeping ADG behind him, which would be good for Staffy because obviously he's not going to be wearing his tyres out as much, being stuck in the dirty air as ADG is. But yeah, it's interesting to see why guys have used the mediums and not the softs, because tyres only on ×1, so it might just be the high speed corners, especially this corner that we're coming up to now, that's wearing out that tyre, I would guess, on the front. So obviously with everyone doing their practice, but there's a move up the inside here. Ginge has gone for the move up the inside of Mark, by the looks of it, in towards the hairpin. Just been able to pull alongside, get the apex. He's run out wide, but that's allowed Mark to Mark's not been able to get back past. I think Golden tried to be optimistic there and tried to go for the move as well. It just stopped Mark from going for the old switcheroo on the exit there. So Ginge now up to 4th place. Got the Chrome in front of him. Really be able to catch. He's only about 7/10 to a second behind, but it looks like Baz has picked up a penalty. That's just going to drop him probably to near the rear of this pack, because it's he's not going to serve it this time round because the penalty gate is right there. So he's going to have a whole lap with everyone behind him, knowing he's going to have a half second. And he's just dropped off a little bit, so it seems, from Eugenio. Yeah, 2:03 dead, 2:03.4. So yeah, 4/10 difference that lap round between first and second. But Baz is really going to have to put his foot down this time around, so he doesn't lose more than potentially that position just to Crow behind. Crow will probably just sit there behind for the lap and wait for his opportunity when Bazza serves a penalty. There's another one. Golden's got a penalty as well behind, so he's going to drop into the clutches of Staffy and AGG, but them two going a bit faster than a couple of the guys in front, so they are catching up now with Staffy and ADG. We're just struggling to get the heat in the tyres, but they're going to be right on the rear end of Golden when he serves that penalty in half a lap's time. Probably looks like they're even going to be right behind him when it comes up to it, because Staffy isn't too far behind. No, about a second behind is Staffy from Golden, but Bazza there, he's gone to the outside of Eugenio as we're coming through the hairpin. Even though he's got that half second, he's pushing, he doesn't want to lose any time. A little tap there on the exit as we're coming up through the S's. But Bazzers, he's gone into first place, he's gone in deep, and that's allowed Genio just to make the old switcheroo through the middle of the corner there, get back in front of Bazza. And Ginge and Crow behind, going side by side, coming through that left-hander. Action all up and down the field in this one. All being in the same car, I think it's keeping the racing a lot closer than some of the guys expected. But now Bazza serving this half second. He'll have to pull to the right hand side. I think he has, but everyone's pulled to the right hand side to stay in Eugenio's slipstream, so Bazza's going to have to pull to the left. He's lost that place to Crow, but been able to slip in behind, and looks like he's going to keep third position. Where is Golden? Golden's on the right hand side. He's got ADG on the left of him, coming into the first corner. ADG just slips him through past Golden Brownie. So Golden Brownie's not had the best first 4 laps. He's gone from starting first to the back of the grid. ADG's now got a half second penalty, so maybe just taking that tighter line through. But is he going to go for a move? No, he's not. He's going to have to sit behind Staffy through that right hander. So it looks like there's a bit of a gap now between the back 3 and the front 5, because even though Bazza served that half second, he only lost 1 position, and Crow isn't too far behind Eugenio there in first. Probably just close enough to get into the slipstream, I would think. Yeah, I'd say that's about 1 second between Eugenio and Crow. But Ginge there, he's going up the inside of Bazza into this hairpin left, but can't seem to do the same move he done on Mark a couple of laps ago. And Bazza, even though he had a half second at the beginning of the lap, he's gone purple through sector 2. So really pushing the limits is Bazza. He's caught right up to the rear end of Crow. Looks like Crow just can't seem to bridge that gap to Eugenio, out in first at the moment. Let's see, what was the lap time here? 1/10 between them. Bazza there right on the inside of Crow. That's going to make plenty Crow have a tighter line through that last corner coming out. It's going to be a little bit slower, but Bazza's not been able to push on for this one. 2 minutes 6 from Eugenio, 2 minutes 7 for Crow, so he only lost a 10th, so the gap has pretty much stayed the same between them two. Bazza there 2 minute 8, 2 minute 2.8, 2 minute 2.9, 2 minute 2.6, so Mark there just staying at the back, just getting pulled along nicely in the slipstream. Bazza there, is he having a look on the Crow? Yes, he is. He's side by side coming out of the left-hander. Keeps Crow nice and tight on the entry. They're still side by side now as they're coming up through the S's. Bazza's going to trying to go around the outside here, using all the grip that he can of them tyres. Ginge is now going to try and get in on the action, but Bazza's made that move work. Coming onto the back straight, but now Crow and Ginge going to be on the slipstream, but Crow's already been able to pull alongside. Ginge is going to lose that slipstream up down this back straight, and it looks like Mark's getting the action, so is it going to be a 4 wide coming into this hairpin left? It looks like Mark's been able to use that slipstream. Is he going to get all 3 of them? Bazza's had to just be pushed into the middle. He's gone in deep, has Bazza into the barrier. That's not what anyone wanted with anyone going into the wall there, but I think 4 going into 1, it's really not going to work. But Ginge there, he's been got the benefit out of that one, and he's moved up to 2nd place from 4th. Crow there pretty much stays in 3rd, because he was 3rd going on to the back straight, and he's still 3rd now. Mark's moved up to 4th place. Bazza there, he's been unfortunate there, he's dropped down to 5th spot. Staffy there in 6th, ADG in 7th, Golden there in 8th. He's got another half second penalty, so he's going to drop off the back end of these guys now. Probably going to be out of the slipstream as well from ADG when they come down to the back straight. So it's like Golden Brownie's going to be really struggling to keep up with the guys now. But that little incident we had has just broken up that front 5 quite a bit. But Jorginho there, he's going faster and faster at the moment. He's on a 2 minute 2.6 and a 2 minute 2.5, so just pushing that car to the limits and trying to break away. He's gone a 10th quicker through the first sector. Gin's there and Crow going to be battling, it looks like, for probably the rest of the race, I would think. Both, no, Crow's on softs on the rear, so Crow should have a better till that tyre starts to die off. He should have a better performance than Ginge in front of him. But obviously with these cars all being the same, it does limit that factor that little bit more. You can't use any real top end to try and get past them. You saw in the last time round here, all 4 of them just kind of got alongside each other and just couldn't go any further. Mark there in 4th place. Just dropped off the back of these guys. Staffy there and Bazza going side by side through the hairpin, but Bazza's just been able to keep ahead of Staffy there on the exit through the top hill S's. Both on the same tyres. Staffy's got a little bit more tyre wear than Bazza has. Tiniest bit between them. So yeah, nothing much between the tyre wear there. ADG, oh, that tyre wear's not looking good. Softs on the front don't seem to be the plan here, but we are halfway through. It's only about 30-40% worn, so he should have enough tyre to get to the end, as long as he doesn't burn it up. But he's not been able to do the charge through like he did in race 1, which he did in the Scirocco. But yeah, the front group definitely broken up. We've got Ginge and Crow battling, and obviously then we've got Bazza, Staffy and ADG. ADG, that was tight. Will he pick up a half second for that one? It should ping up anytime soon. Yes, he does. So ADG's going to drop off the back of Staffy once again. Golden Brownie getting it sideways there through the left-hander through the tunnel. So Jorginho once again, he's gone purple. Another 10th knocked off that lap time. Ginge holding off Crow there in 2nd place. Let's jump on board and look back at the Crow as we come down this back straight. You should see them headlights slowly catching up to him. And little Crow go for the move. Yeah, here comes the slipstream, but we're already coming up to the braking zone. Is Crow too far back to go for the move? Ginge just stays on his racing line. Crow gets right up underneath that wing, but just can't seem to make a move into the left-hand hairpin. Obviously, being a clockwise circuit, the right tyres will burn out more than the lefts. Due just to the nature of the track, there will be more left-handers, so obviously all the weight will be on the right-hand side of the car. Mark there, he's just seemed to drop off the last couple of laps to Crow and Ginge. Bazza there in 5th. He's still got Staffy and ADG. ADG's going to be serving that penalty, so he's going to drop off the rear end of these two. Cutting the inside of the corner was ADG there. Just trying to limit the amount of time he's going to lose to Staffy and Bazza. But I think very similar to what Golden Brownie had. He had a 2 minutes 7, so not too sure what that lap time was all about. But it just seems to have dropped off the back end of the pack and just can't use that slipstream to keep up with him. But yeah, ADG now just dropped off from Staffy and Bazza. Bazza, is he going to have to defend coming into this left-hander? No, he's just going to cut Staffy's nose off there. Coming into the apex. It's going to keep him just ahead there. Ginge and Crow still fighting for this 2nd spot. What was it, a 2 minute 2.9, 2 minute 2.4. So Jorginho literally just matched his fastest lap of the race, so he pulled out another half second that time, and Crow wasn't far off fastest lap on lap 7 either. So yeah, they are just losing a little bit of time. Ginge now, is he going to... I just noticed Crow has got ahead of Ginge. How... Since you're just talking... Oh, there we are. So Crow... Oh, he gone for the move up towards the first tunnel here. Gets that one done. Now he's going to be on the front foot. Yeah, she just missed that them two had changed positions. Well, I did see it, but I wasn't paying too much to the track. But we'll get back down to where we were. Sorry for that. But yeah, Crow now up to second place. He's now going to try and push on to catch up with Ginge. No, he goes in deep through the hairpin. And now that's allowed Ginge back through, and a little bit of a gap now between the two of them, but I'm sure Crow will be able to use that slipstream just to get himself onto the rear end of Ginge. Staffy's got ahead of Bazza. How did he do that? And oh, just down the... Did Bazza hit the wall? Did Bazza hit the wall? Probably did, with Staffy getting him so early on. Oh, I think Bazza just had to lift off the throttle there and just allowed Staffy to get past him. And now Staffy's on... So they're both on radius racing mediums, these two as well, so it'll be interesting to see if Bazza can use that pace to get back past Staffy, because he had good pace at the beginning of the race. He's gone for the move up towards the final chicane. Is he going to go for the old switcheroo? No, he can't. Staffy's there on the apex, but Bazza looks like he's been able to get on the power earlier and to get past Staffy down the start-finish straight. ADG there, he's just watching this battle go on ahead of him. Wants to get in on that action. Don't think ADG's tyres are going to like it too much if he pushes anymore to keep up with the guys in front. But Bazza there with Staffy all over the rear end of him. Can't seem to make the move up towards the first tunnel. Can Staffy? Just jump back up here. Crow and Ginge. 2.9, 2.9. Crow had that little deep through the hairpin, so the front gap hasn't changed much. Half a second the last 3 laps. So is the tyres for Juninho? They're not going to wear out, I don't think. Not compared to ADG. He's got damage on the front right as well. That's probably on the exit of the onto the tunnel as well. Exit of that left-hander. But that front right is so worn compared to these guys on the mediums. Golden Brownie there has really dropped off the back of the pack. He's got his hazards on, so not too sure on that one. Juninho there out in first. He had a little bit of an issue or a little battle with Bazza on the first lap, but since then he's been able to just maintain that gap to second place. But Crow there, he's looking racy, trying to get up the inside there of Ginge as we come into the chicane. Once again, little battle with that bump there on the apex, but room given on the right hander. But that's Crow now up to second place. That's actually going to lose some time a little bit to Juninho, going side by side through there. That was a lap time of 2 minute 2.7. Oh no, 2 minute 2.7. So let's say Juninho is just managing that gap behind. He's got, how far has he got ahead? About 5 seconds, so he can afford to lose a bit of time. But Ginge just picked up a half-second penalty. Not too sure if that was the last corner or the first one that he's picked that up on. That's going to drop him out from probably the slipstream from Crow in front of him. Don't think it will drop him far enough back for Mark to have a little battle with him. Bazza and Staffy there for 5th and 6th. This is since Bazza had that little contact with the wall at the end of the back straight. He's not been able to break away from Staffy. He's just been right up behind him. As we're coming back onto the back straight again, what's the tyre wear like between these two? Yeah, exactly the same. ADG, he's got 9 minutes to go. Will he have to, 8 minutes? Will he have to pit? Or will that front bike just hold out long enough? So what's that? We've got 8 minutes to go now. Just over 2 minutes lap. So we've got 4 laps to go. We'll probably get to lap 16. Going to be interesting to see if ADG can make that to our record. Will he have to pit? I think he's got enough of a gap to Golden Brownie, who's still got his hazards on at the moment. About half a lap down is Golden Brownie. But Genio there. Oh, Ginger's got ahead of Crow again, so I don't know if Crow went wide on the hairpin again, but it's allowed Ginger to get back past him. So as soon as Crow gets into second place, he just doesn't want it and throws it straight back to Ginge. But he's now going to get into second place without having to work for it this time round, and see if he can then make a gap to Ginge for the Crow. He's got 7 minutes to do it, so yeah, we've got 4 laps to go. It looks like he's been able to just put that little bit over him through this first sector, just carrying that little bit of speed down the main straight. But what was the lap time of 202.7, 203.4, so 7 tenths, but that will be to Crow went a little bit deep, I would guess, on one of the corners. Golden Brownie's come into the pit, so maybe he's come in to retire the car, maybe while the hazards were on. Mark there in 4th place. What's he doing? 203s, 205s. Baz has been doing 201, 205, so caught up 8 tenths did Baz the last time round. And the softs are starting to wear out on the GTR there for Mark. There's about 3 seconds between them, so Bazza could potentially be on for 4th place here. If he can keep pushing on, he might be able to put Mark under a bit of pressure. And obviously he's bringing Staffy along with him, who's still just sat there right behind, not letting Bazza get away. ADG there in 7th place. Yeah, it just seems like them tyres have just started to die off, and he's not been able to keep the pace that he was at the beginning of the race. Golden Brownie's back out. He's gone to a set of soft tyres. So is he going to try and beat Eugenio's lap time there? I would say by the laps he has been doing, probably not, but we'll see. But Eugenio there, he comes round to start lap 13. Absolutely walked away with this one so far. Crow, he's been able to keep a Ginge behind him for at least a lap now, so he's been able to settle into this second position. Maybe he's going to try and keep it now for the last 5 minutes of the race. That's all we have got left. Absolutely flown by once again. Oh, Ginge there, very close to getting all 4 wheels on the dirt, and that's just going to give him dirty tyres for a couple of corners. Here's Ginge, but he's still going to have to keep behind Crow. Nice and tight. Fastest lap for Ginge as well last time round. 2:02.8. Was Crow's 2:02.4. Bazza, oh sorry, missed Mark. 2:02.6 for Mark. 2:02.8 for Bazza. 2:02.6 for Staffy. Cool, 8 tenths did Bazza last time around as well. So yeah, ADD 2:03.1. So he's only one in 2:03s. Golden Brownie, he hasn't got a fastest lap at the, well, he has got a fast lap, but it must have been lap 2. But we'll see if he can try and beat that 2:02.4 that Eugenio has set, which was on lap 7. He's still got Ginge right behind him. I was going to try and do a lap guide, but obviously with these guys, obviously Crow, Ginge and Bazza and Staffy being nice and close, I haven't really had the chance. I don't want to miss any of the racing action between these guys. Obviously if this was just the only battle, then yeah, I would have already done a lap guide, but I think I've done a few lap guides around here if you want to watch one of my other commentary videos from other series. But Bazza, he's got a little bit of a gap now to Staffy, so pulled out, you know, fractions of a second there has Bazza, but we'll see if what Mark's lap time is compared to Bazza as he comes down across the line here. 203.1, 203.7, so Mark's been able to push on a little bit more. And I have noticed that the lap time has gone down from Juninho to 1.7 now, so I don't know if Golden will be able to try and beat that lap time. But I wondered where Ginger'd gone then for a second, but he was well out on the right hand side of the track coming out of the first tunnel. Just can't seem to get a drive to get past Crow. I think the soft tyres are just helping Crow out here, getting onto like the back straight here. Just been able to pull a little bit over Ginger, but Ginger's right up behind him as we're coming onto the back straight. Crow trying to break that slipstream, but Ginger's using that slipstream well enough just to get alongside him down towards the left-hand hairpin. A little bit of GT7 glue it seems has happened there. They just kept on bumping and just kept on bumping down the back straight, but Ginger's made that move work up the inside of Crow there. So Crow's now dropped down to third place, back to where I know he might be in second by the seams of it in this one. But he won't give up that fight as we're coming down to start the last lap. Once we go through the chicane, Bazza and Staffy still battling out for this 5th place. ADG, he's picked up second. He's got just enough tyre on that front right to make it. Golden Brownie, ooh, 2 tenths off on the fast lap attempt for him. I think it would have been faster because I think Juninho's lap time was a 2:02.4. Yeah, 2:02.4, lap 7. So yeah, 2:01.9 would have been fastest lap if Juninho hadn't gone faster. But as we're coming on to it now, the last lap of the race, Ginge there just ahead of Crow. Bazza still just ahead of Staffy as well, so it's going to be a fight for a couple of points here between these 4 drivers. Right, they're separated by about 10 seconds on track, but yeah, Juninho, I say, running away with this one. Obviously these guys battling, they're just going to be losing time to first place, but I don't think they're going to be too worried about that as long as they had a good race around Trial Mountain. Looks like Golden Brownie won't get to finish or get onto lap 15. Who's going to be finishing lap 14? I'll jump to him when he comes across the line. Bazza there, he's still just ahead of Staffy. It's hard to know who to watch, but it looks like Ginger's just far enough ahead of Crow, is he, as they're coming down towards the left-hand hairpin. Crow's going to have to try and go around the outside. Ginger's going to hog the inside line, not going to let Crow get that drive. But yeah, Golden Brownie there, he'll come across to finish in 8th place. Ginger's there, just putting it on the apex and not letting Crow get past him. I did see Staffy and Bazza change position for a split second as well, coming out of the left-hander. I'm going to have to jump to the race leader in a second. Looks like Bazza's going to hold off there and Ginger's going to hold off there, but Juninho, he's picked up a half second on the last lap, but that's not going to worry when he's going to come across to win race 2 for round 2 at Trial Mountain. Ginger's there, he's going to finish second because Crow's got a 1 second penalty, so there's nothing that Crow can do about that one. So Ginger's second, Crow in third. Mark there just dropped off the back of these guys, but he was able to maintain 4th place. Bazza there, he's going to finish in 5th. No, he's not. He's going to finish in 6th place, trying to celebrate across the line, and Staffy just kept his foot in it and picked up that 5th place. So all that battling from Bazza and Staffy came out just in front. And ADG there, he made his tyres last just to the end. Probably would have been better to go for the mediums on the front. They don't seem to have worn out as much, but ADG will come across to finish in 7th place. So thank you also for watching. If you've enjoyed it, hit that like button, and until next time. Bye bye.